For the first time, we have the secret images of Ferrari's floor, and what they reveal is a disaster of epic proportions, an aerodynamic nightmare that's destroying the prancing horse's dreams. But wait, because at the end of this story, there's a hope that could change everything. Look at these images. Look, the floor is completely devastated. Wear marks everywhere. Deep scratches. It's like the car is fighting a war against the asphalt. And losing. Every single millimeter tells a story of suffering. But the real drama lies in the design. Ferrari has created a monster. A system so complex, so extreme, that not even the drivers can tame it. It's like putting a Formula One engine in a coffee machine. Too much power. Zero control. The problem? This floor generates monstrous forces. When it works, it creates so much downforce that the car literally squashes against the asphalt. But just 1 millimeter, one single millimeter of variation, and everything explodes. The secret lies in a multiple chamber system? Think about it. Instead of a continuous, predictable airflow, Ferrari created 3 separate zones working in sequence. It's like having 3 aerodynamic engines instead of 1. Brilliant, but also tremendously risky. The first chamber compresses the air with brutal force. The second accelerates the flow to insane speeds. But the third is the real stroke of genius. It suddenly expands, creating a monstrous suction effect. It's pure physics serving speed. The pros of this design are truly impressive. In ideal conditions, this system can generate an amount of aerodynamic downforce never seen before. The car literally transforms into a guided missile. Monstrous grip, frightening cornering speeds. But there's always a but. The cons are equally significant. This system is extremely sensitive. Just 1 millimeter out of place, a minimal height variation, and the entire setup collapses. The oscillations are dramatic. The car doesn't bounce, it slams. It doesn't oscillate, it hammers. Drivers exit sessions with their backs destroyed, hands trembling, eyes full of frustration. It's torture that repeats every weekend. But the real nightmare is the rear suspension. Here's the heart of the problem. The suspension can't handle the extreme forces generated by the floor. It's like putting bicycle springs on a truck. The system collapses under the load. The rear suspension compresses to the limit, then releases everything in an instant. The car literally jumps. Drivers lose control. It's a continuous aerodynamic disaster. The car's rear is completely unstable. In fast corners, when you need the most confidence, Ferrari betrays. It moves, it slides, it terrifies. Drivers can't push. They have to drive with FEAR. But now, stop! Because there's something nobody is telling you. A detail that could change everything. A glimmer of hope in this sea of desperation. Engineers have identified the problem. It's not the floor. The floor is a masterpiece. The problem is that the rear suspension isn't up to the task. Listen carefully. If, and I say if, Ferrari manages to redesign the rear suspension, if they find a way to tame these extreme forces, then guys, prepare for something epical. Because this floor, this cursed floor that's now a nightmare, has monstrous potential. When conditions are perfect, it generates more downforce than any other car on the grid. It's a bomb ready to explode. The engineers know it. They're working day and night. A new rear suspension, stiffer, more precise, revolutionary, progressive springs, active dampers, completely rethought geometries. Imagine for a moment, Ferrari with a suspension that works, that manages the load, that keeps the floor at optimal height. It would be like releasing a beast from its cage. Frightening performance! The calculations speak clearly. With the right suspension, this car could gain 8/10 per lap. 8/10! We're not talking about improvements. We're talking about total domination. And there's more. Simulations show that with the correct suspension, all problems disappear. No more bouncing, no more instability, just pure speed, brutal grip, legendary performance. Ferrari already has the pieces of the puzzle. The engine is fantastic. The front aerodynamics perfect. The floor has unlimited potential. Only one piece is missing. One rear suspension worthy of it. Maranello's engineers are obsessed. Working 24/7. Continuous tests. Infinite simulations. Because they know they're one step from glory. One step from transforming this nightmare into a dream. First test of the new suspension? Promising. Oscillations reduced by 60%. Stability improved drastically. Drivers are smiling. For the first time, they're really smiling. But there's still work to do. Ferrari won't settle. They want perfection. A suspension that not only solves problem but enhances the hidden potential of this revolutionary floor. Think about the implications. Red Bull trembling, Mercedes worried, McLaren in panic. Because everyone knows that a Ferrari with this floor working would be unbeatable, a speed monster. The key is pitch control. The new suspension must keep the floor perfectly parallel to the ground. No oscillations, no variations. Just pure efficiency. It's physics taken to the extreme. The materials? Revolutionary. Carbon fiber, special alloys, components that weigh grams but resist titanic forces. It's science fiction technology applied to racing, and when it happens, when, not if. When Ferrari has a suspension, get ready, because what you'll see will be history. A car that flies, that devours asphalt, that dominates mercilessly. The drivers feel it. There's electricity in the air at Maranello. Everyone knows they're close. So close to the solution. So close to unleashing the potential of this extraordinary machine. It's not just hope, it's certainty. Ferrari has always found the way. Always. And this time won't be different. The prancing horse is preparing to fly. And when it does, it will be spectacular. The message is clear. Don't give up, don't lose faith, because Ferrari is about to perform a technical miracle, transform its worst enemy into its most lethal weapon. Remember these words. When you see Ferrari dominating, when you see it flying on track, remember it all started here, from this dark moment that precedes the dawn of victory. The rear suspension is the key, the missing piece of the puzzle, and when it's ready, when it's perfect, Ferrari won't just fly, it will dominate. It will return where it belongs, at the top of the world. The future is red. The future is Ferrari. And that future is closer than you think. The beast is about to be unleashed, and when it happens, the motorsport world will tremble. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from the Formula One world. Thank you for being with us. See you in the next video where we'll continue exploring the secrets and innovations of the Formula One world.